Good morning, my darlings, and welcome to Vlogmas day 23. The Christmas pyjamas are officially on. I didn't sleep in these pyjamas. I've put them on fresh because today we are having a Christmas pyjama day and everyone in the office is wearing their PJs. We're having a very cozy day. However, I have to dash out for Pilates, which until 20 minutes ago I had completely forgotten that I'd booked. But I'm going to stay committed to the Christmas pyjamas. I do have my sportswear on underneath, but I'm going to start the class in my PJs. I've reached the stage in life where I don't really care what other people think, and some people might think I'm mad. I don't care. I will also do the dash around the farm shop in my Christmas pyjamas afterwards as well. So I've made myself my coffee, banana, nuts, peanut butter, organised powder, breakfast smoothie, and this will hopefully keep me fueled. It's Samantha teaching the class today, and her classes are really tough, so let's get going. That my intro was a little bit rushed. I was very conscious I had to leave the house in the next 2 minutes, otherwise I was going to be late. I've just been listening to another of the Zoe Best Health Tips of 2025 podcast, and apparently this whole cheese before bed giving you nightmares, apparently that is not true. It's just a couple of people that probably don't tolerate dairy that well made that up, and it was just a few teeny weeny little studies. So that is music to my ears, because I am a big fan of the Christmas cheese board. Speaking of which, Charlie and I did have a little tiff this morning because I decided to be really passive aggressive and lay out all of the crackers. So in the last couple of vlogs I shared with you that I told him like a month ago, the one thing we don't need to buy this Christmas is crackers, because we basically have a whole drawer full. And then we worked with Daylesford on their Christmas hamper campaign, and in the Christmas hamper that they sent us to shoot, there was a tin full of crackers. So again, I reminded him, we don't need any crackers, darling, for Christmas. And then I proceeded to unbox a Piper's Farm order that he'd done, and there were 2 boxes of crackers in there. And then I unboxed a Newt order that he'd done, and there were 3 boxes of crackers in there. And I hate food waste, so I was miffed. Please excuse me while I give the deep dark depths of our marital disputes on YouTube. So and he was like, no Josie, we are going to be serving cheese and crackers 3 days in a row, so we need to have plenty of crackers. And I was thinking, if I make myself a plate of cheese, I use 3, maybe 4 crackers, because the cheese to cracker ratio is like leaning in the favor of the cheese, obviously, not the cracker. So I was thinking 1 tin of crackers would be enough for our entire cracker consumption, but we had 12 packs of crackers in total, and I decided to lay them all out on the kitchen worktop today. Not each individual cracker, just each box, so that Charlie could see just how many crackers we had. Is that naughty of me? Did it wind him up? Yes, it did. And I got told off for being very stubborn. But I think I proved my point, and I think Christmas is about these little wins. It is about trying not to wind up your partner, but sometimes I just needed to prove my point, and there was a part of me thinking, if I let him loose in a shop, he's probably gonna buy more crackers. So yeah, let me know, how would you have dealt with the situation? Would you have said, don't worry darling, we'll get through them? Or would you have been passive aggressive like I was and laid them all out on the kitchen worktop? Anyway, I don't know why I decided to reveal that probably really annoying part of my personality to you, but there we go. Yoga, Pilates starts in 5 minutes, so I need to get cracking. Don't worry, I'm here now. So yes, I'm looking forward to seeing what Samantha thinks of my Pilates outfit for today. Oh my gosh, it's so busy! Ah! Oh my gosh. Daylesford is just crazy at this time of year. Oh, there's one parking space just where I need it.
Oh boy, if you're happy, swing your hip just up.
After my Pilates in pyjamas, and I've just stuck some croutons in the oven. We're having soups for lunch, tomato soup and hot and sour vegetable soup. I think Charlie's having a chicken broth, stocked up on teas, milk and dog food, which is like our backup dog food, just in case I forget to defrost a different dog like I did today. So I've got this defrosting on the 𝑭𝒂. This is obviously their favourite. The bone broth. Sorry, Daisy. Oops. And lamb hot. So that will be defrosted in time for their dinner. But luckily, we've got a few of the Daylesford ones in the cupboard for just those times when I do forget to defrost one, and they love both, which is great. Doing Pilates in my pyjamas was an interesting experience, to say the least. As you saw, I did get very toasty and had to take this off, but I had my pyjama bottoms on the whole time. And what I very quickly realised, it's so interesting to see people's reactions to someone just having a bit of fun. I would say 90% of people that saw me in my pyjamas, they'd be like, oh my god, that's so fun, what a good idea, oh I wish I'd worn my pyjamas. But there will always be like 1 or 2 people that just don't want to have a laugh, that just don't want to see the joy in things, that will like look at you and roll their eyes. Just don't be that person. Just don't be the moody goose that sees someone having fun and decides to be angry about it. Like, why are some people like that? No one said anything mean or anything, but there was just a couple of people giving me like, what does she think she's doing? I just don't understand why people can't just lighten up. Jane, Karen, whoever. Anyway, I've got some milk and I've got some buttermilk, because tomorrow, if I can find some baking soda, because mine went out of date in 2024, I realised when I was looking in the cupboard this morning, I am going to try recreating the 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒅 scones that I had in New York, and they are like a soda bread scone. So that's going to be a mission, maybe this afternoon, but most likely tomorrow, because Charlie's just said he wants to go to the Cottages or actually we've got guests in the holiday cottages. He wants to just nip to my brother's cottage to show me everything now that it's more furnished before my brother moves in a few days time. So that's really, really exciting. And then this evening in the village, I don't know if it's going to be a full-on Christmas tractor run or if it's like Santa on the back of a tractor. But either way, I definitely will head down to the village pub to join in the festivities. There'll be no eye rolling from me. I would just never roll my eyes at someone having fun, ever. Even if they're being really, really silly. There we go. So I'm going to put my shopping away, make the soup, and then we're going to head to the cottages. So my soup toppings, which you know I take very seriously, for today are going to be mustard microgreens and white beetroot microgreens, which will taste amazing. The coriander, I really need, actually to be honest I'll do coriander as well because it really needs finishing. So a load of microgreens on top. For the tomato soup I will add a swirl of double cream, mainly just for visual effect. And I will also add a sprinkling of seeds from our seed jar. All of these things just make it really nice and super healthy. Salt and pepper I'll take to the table. Okay, let's get serving. This is Lizzie's Thai veggie. It's a couple of hours later, and I've actually realised I made a big error at the beginning of this vlog. I think I said welcome to Vlogmas Day 23. This is actually Vlogmas Day 24 because it's a double jongler. Because I'm filming today and tomorrow, and it goes live on Christmas Eve.
So we need to do a 24th Advent then?
I'm actually really confused. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is this is the penultimate Vlogmas.
So tomorrow we can do your 24th Advent.
Tomorrow
is the last vlog.
Well no, because I'm vlogging on Christmas Eve. That goes live on Christmas Day, so...
Okay, well that's fine, because we've got 2 more Advents, so don't worry about the number on the door.
Okay.
And tomorrow we'll do Advent, what is the Advent 23.
Yeah.
And then on, which will be part of the vlog, Christmas Eve vlog.
Yeah.
And then the Christmas Eve vlog, which goes live Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Will be the 24th gift, which is the main gift.
The Vlogmas logistics have just exited my brain, but I think people are watching this and they're about to go to sleep and Father Christmas is coming. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, because I'm filming today and tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 24.
It's quite a long way, isn't it?
Well, I guess he will already have done Australia, right?
If he feels anything like me, he must be knackered.
Yes. Right.
I'm not on a good
no, we're not on talking terms anymore.
Terms with Father Christmas. He always brings me cold.
You know, Rudolph has really pissed me off this year.
Oh, really?
Somebody, oh hang on, you've gone blurry. A couple of vlogs ago, I was talking as Dexter, saying that I was really pissed off about something, but somebody thought, or a few people actually messaged me being like, Josie, you forgot to crop out this section where you're telling Charlie that you're pissed off about something. And I was like, no, that's Dexy saying, because
Dexy's a snob and he's super picky.
I'm always a little bit pissed off about
Look
something.
How smart my paws are.
I have got really nice paws, to be fair.
Well, you're the best dog.
Right, I need to get in the shower, darling, so please unbox.
Well, this is officially influenced, so we, as many people know, we have a little friend visiting us for Christmas.
We're getting a new sausage for Christmas.
Bertie's a really good friend of mine, but he does get on my nerves sometimes.
Yes.
He's very energetic and youthful.
I
so
love that
us.
they personalise the boxes.
Yeah, so our friends Hannah and Phil have moved off. I think they moved off Raw a while ago because they were fed up with the hassle of it, and it is a massive hassle.
It's stinky.
Not to mention the fact I don't believe in it, but anyway.
Don't believe in it.
Well, it's not good if you have young children, high in bacteria, all these sort of things. But
Daddy.
We're not going to badmouth other brands. What we're going to do is we're going to champion the brands we love. So different dogs, so they obviously have different dog deliveries now as well.
Mm-hmm.
But ours arrived today earlier, and I crushed the box already, and then I noticed on the other box, I thought this was just full of treats, and I noticed it said Bertie on it, because we're obviously babysitting him for nearly 2 weeks. This is his food for the weeks, but the food's already in the freezer. I just thought I'd show you. And look, I mean, obviously we love promoting brands that we authentically love, and Different Doggy is a great gift. If you haven't got a gift for a family member and they have a pet, well, I can't remember the deal. Is it 40% off your first 3 boxes?
2 boxes, I think.
It's a great a great way of introducing someone to a brand.
It's awesome.
I just love it. They send these through. So we often don't get to see these because we unpackage the boxes, or one of the girls in the office unpackages the boxes, and we don't always see them.
Expert advice for a stress-free Christmas. What does it say?
Go on holiday. Okay.
Take note.
Yeah, just go and hide in the shed. That's what I'll do if I get stressed this trip. I'll just go and hide in my shed. Well, we don't need to go into all of this, but it's very cool.
Well, give us one tip at least, mate.
Tip. Where are the tips?
Well, it says how to have a stress...
Sneaky festive food hazards.
Oh. What is it?
Yeah, so basically sultanas, raisins, currants and dates are all toxic to dogs, even in tiny amounts.
Cranberries?
Plain cooked turkey, white meat, no skin, no seasoning, or steamed vegetables like carrots and broccoli are good for them. Your dog's guide to house guests. The doorbell never stops, the living room's full. Stick to their usual meal times. Yeah, I mean, it's good information. But, more excitingly, these are the treats that the boy's going to have. He knows already, look.
Of course he does.
These are one of your favourites, aren't they? They're one of my absolute favourites.
Daddy, don't tease me. Daddy, don't tease me.
So,
hurry up, Daddy.
These are the fresh breath ones, which Dexy needs in the morning. Tara and Train, these ones are very good. They're beef.
Yeah.
But, where are the best ones? These ones. They absolutely love these ones. These are the British lamb liver ones.
Daddy.
But how posh they sound. And a delicious dash of oregano.
Oregano.
Oh, isn't this exciting? Oh, one spin. Can we have another? I think we'll get at least one more spin.
Treats! Treats for my teeny weeny puppy bikini.
One more spin.
Do you have used a spin as a child? I used to love it.
Such good dogs. Big boy first.
Oh.
1 second.
Oh, I like to eat my treats in private, so I often take myself away.
Such good dogs.
Oh, look at his little fluffy buttocks. Oh.
There you go.
There we go. Hang on, that means we've just given Dexter and Dickens Bertie's treats.
No, these are the treats that arrive with their box, actually. Bertie's box just arrived with food.
Oh!
He'll be having the treats as well.
Yes.
Don't worry, Bertie will be leaving very soon.
Yes, your best friend is coming tomorrow. Daddy, give me another one, please. Okay, my darlings, it's nearly 5 o'clock. I'm still in my pajamas, although I have showered since Pilates and put my PJs back on again. So what you didn't see yesterday, because Charlie was obviously not feeling well and definitely not well enough to do the advent calendar, but what he said was yesterday's treat for today is a massage here at home. So Charlie's having a treatment, and then I'm having a treatment, which is going to be so lovely, and that's why I haven't washed my hair yet for the last few days. So I'm going to head up to the village on top of the hill, which is where the Christmas tractor Santa run is starting, and we're going to wave them off, and then when I get back home it'll be my turn for a massage. Yes, I'm turning up to the Santa run in my pajamas because I'm committed to the Christmas PJ day. So we're gonna hop in the car together with my mum and my brother and go and find the Farmer Christmas. That's what we're gonna call him. Here comes Santa Claus! Oh, fabulous.
Trees looking great up.
Wow, there he is, Father Christmas! Wow!
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. You have made when you land upon your head and you've been slain. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only.
So the first tractor is the reindeers pulling the sleigh, and the second tractor, fully illuminated, more reindeer. We've got an inflatable Santa and Father Christmas with his merry band and a snow machine. And there's even a set of steps that they bring out so that children can go and give Father Christmas that festive wish. Cute! Okay, we are back home from the festive Santa on the Tractor run, and I'm heading up for my massage shortly. Charlie will be done in 5 minutes, so I'm just preparing the boys' dinner. They've got lamb bone broth for their starter, and then they'll be having, oh, it's a full lamb dinner, lamb hot pot for their main. 100% British lamb, hand-cooked with parsnips, red cabbage, carrot and a pinch of sage. I'm always very jealous of their dinner. And Charlie's got out some ingredients, so it looks like we're having a spinach pasta for our dinner. Jiggly, which is such a great pasta variety. The little wiggly trumpets from Northern Pasta Co. Spelt pasta. This never makes me feel bloated. It is honestly the best one, and it doesn't fall apart like a lot of healthy pasta does. We are using our Greek olive oil from Citizens of Soil for some incredible flavour. Charlie's got out an onion, some cream, which means it's going to be good. I have to say, Daylesford was so busy this morning, but loads of stuff was massively reduced, so need to do a supermarket sweep. Vine tomatoes, garlic and spinach. This is going to be my dream dinner. Good morning. It is, for me, the eve of Christmas Eve, so we finally got up to real time. We are doing our Christmas Day food shop, so we're getting the food, the veggies for Christmas Day, Boxing Day and the following day. There's something wrong with these doors, they're very slow. It's just gone 8 in the morning, the shop has only just opened and it's pretty busy. Charlie has got a strategy. Is it a bucket per day or a bucket per veg variety?
It is just lots of veg, because this is basically our entire 4 days of hosting, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 days of hosting. How lucky are we that we get to do our Daylesford Christmas food shop. Our Christmas food shop from Daylesford. Right, I'm going to get the cheeses for the cauliflower and broccoli and Brussels sprout cheese. Brussels sprouts. Everyone's collecting their turkeys. I have gone for cheddar, parmesan, Adlestrop, Comte and Gruyere. Okay, we're also getting cheese for the cheese board. Should we do only local cheeses? So like Burford, Adlestrop. Yeah, but like the ones named after local places.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be quite fun.
We've already got a Bleddington Blue. Oh no, we don't have a Bleddington Blue. We have a
Deddington Green.
What we don't have, yeah, here we go. So we need,
Oh, look at this.
ideally what
What is that?
What we want is small ones.
Get one of these, quince.
Yeah.
And I think the Achilles, from what I understand, yeah, that is
A lot of food. Hello my darlings, a proper good morning. So today is, I look like I'm wearing an inflatable costume. Today is the eve of Christmas Eve and we have just done an almighty shop here at Daylesford. We've got all of our Christmas veg, pork pies, butter, all the treats, all the gravy, all the bread sauce. So I'll do a big what's in our Daylesford Christmas food shop when we get home. Charlie and I also did a gym session, had a nice sauna, and I tried to start reading my book, actually you're balanced on it, in the sauna, but got chatting, so I only read a couple of lines. But that's my favourite thing to do, is take my book into the sauna, and it just takes your mind off the heat, and I find that it means that I'm able to stay in the sauna a little bit longer. So today, it's a shame, it's really grey and miserable, but I think today is actually the last grey miserable day, and the rest of Christmas I think is going to be really nice. So today's all about hunkering down, finishing off the wrapping, actually I don't think we're going to do any food prep today. I think food prep is all happening tomorrow, but I might make my scones later if I have time. We are also going to pop over to my brother's new cottage, and just things like handyman jobs, putting up some boot racks, putting up some corner shelves, things like that. So I'll take you along there and show you how it's looking now that there's a little bit more furniture in there. But anyway, here's Charlie. We're gonna head
See you later.
back home, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Okay, we're back home again very briefly. In the time it took me to go upstairs and put my heatless curls in, Charlie has unpacked all the shopping, so I can't show it to you, but you'll see in the food prep tomorrow everything that we picked up. We arrived home to a lovely little Christmas hamper gift from Different Dog, a Christmas card from the team, and spin you around a little bit, this really beautiful hamper. It's a Bloom & Wild hamper, but it's filled with Different Dog treats. I've actually never heard of this before, but it's such a good idea. These are called saucer crackers. So they're like mini crackers you put on your teacup and saucer if you're just having friends over for coffee. This, I like the sound of, a clementine dark chocolate bar. Is this going to be like a bougie Terry's chocolate orange? I feel like that is going to be scrumptious. For my teeny weenies, yes, we've got a turkey and trimmings. They are delicious turkey and cranberry triangles. These are really small, so they're quite good for like putting in your pocket for dog walks. I'll open it in a second because we're about to head out again to go to the cottage. Christmas pudding flavour, mixed nuts. Love the sound of that. So many treats, oh my gosh. Christmas, oh, yummy. Christmas collection fudge. That's perfect because I find fudge a very like strong flavour and I never want more than like 1 or 2 bites of it. So just a little set of 3 is perfection. More fire lighting padding. Oh, what a great idea. This will be nice to open when the family arrive. Mulled wine flavoured gummies, non-alcoholic. That is such a nice idea. Nice to put together little bits like this if you're going to someone's house. 70% dark chocolate silent night. What's this? A classic dark chocolate bar. Delicious. Are you wanting to leave?
We need to have me.
Okay. Right, well I think that is actually everything. Oh no, there's one more thing. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe it. The cause of a marital dispute in our household. Crackers.
Can never have too many.
They know. They know about your obsession with buying crackers and how unimpressed Mummy
God,
is.
he's a lovely dog. Right. That's the worst thing we can fall out on.
Then we're doing pretty well.
Right, let's have me.
Right. Oh, last
herding
not
cats
least.
with your mummy, isn't it?
Oh, it's a Daylesford chocolate coin. Like herding cats, more like herding sausage dogs. And a Dale's chocolate coin. Daylesford chocolate coin. Okay, we're heading to the cottages to do some like handyman bits and bobs before my brother moves in. So I'll give you the final whirlwind tour now that it's got a little bit more furniture in there. And then we're heading out for dinner tonight at the Fox with our lovely friends Phil and Hannah. So we may or may not have a very special guest coming home with us after the dinner. A lot of you have requested him and he's coming. He's coming.
Hey!
Okay, so we're up in the bedroom. Since you were last here, we now have a bed, very important. I think this is from the Cornish Bed Co. Piglet in bed, lovely bedding. It's this green check, which is really, really nice. And Soho Home cushions. And then Jay wanted the Eddie Stobart picture in here, which I think looks really, really nice. And then we've got a couple of picture of him and his boys and a little mirror to go up on the walls. So it just feels really lovely and cozy in here. I don't think we've got beds upstairs yet, so probably nothing's changed, but I'm gonna go and have a quick look. It's very much a moving in sight here in the kitchen. We've just bought some glasses from home that we just have far too many of, so Jamie's gonna have those. And I just wanted to show you his coffee mugs. These are 𝑭𝒆 did a collab with Diddly Squat, so we've got cow juice and farmerish. Brilliant. There's a couple more in here. We've also got Richard ham and Heel, come home, heel. Oh, that's his doggy one. Brilliant. Right. Coffee, la fa la la. So this is just off the kitchen now. Martin has just hung up this picture on the wall, which looks really, really nice. And since you guys last came in here, we've now got this glass door, which is great because there is a roof light in here, so that's going to let in some nice light. And then Martin's also just put up this little coat rack and the Oak and Rope company made us bespoke this perfect boot rack. So it's the exact right height for muddy wellies down at the bottom, and then plenty of room for all of Jamie's shoes. Such beautiful quality. Okay, my darlings, we're back from the cottage. As you can tell, I'm just deciding what to wear for tonight's dinner at the Fox. I'm not going to wear my black leggings, don't worry, but I have this really nice cape knit that I've had for a couple of years from Another Stories, and it was either this or a dress, but I think I'm going to be wearing dresses quite a lot at home, and this one is quite good if you're eating at a table because my arms are free. Anyway, I think I'm going to wear this and my tartan skirt. I've actually not properly eaten anything since breakfast, so just made myself a mug of bone broth, which is very random, but I feel like I've not actually had any nutrition today, so sorry, very rude slurping. I thought that would be perfect, so I'm going to pop on a little bit of makeup. Do you know what I love watching on YouTube at this time of year? I really like watching these documentaries about supermarkets, and I've just been watching one inside M&S at Christmas 2025 because obviously, just like we did this year, M&S also had a major hacking incident. Can you believe that happened this year? Oh my gosh. That was so stressful for our team, but yeah, M&S also had a really bad hacking incident, arguably far worse than ours, and it's just a really interesting documentary. I think it was originally on Channel 4 about how much pressure that added to their Christmas, and it's really interesting because they're talking about the customer psychology of how everyone kind of goes up a level at Christmas. So if you're normally a Sainsbury's and Tesco shopper, you might go to M&S and Waitrose at Christmas. If you're normally an M&S and Waitrose shopper, then you might get the majority of your stuff there and maybe go to Daylesford for the odd bits and bobs for Christmas. And if you're a Daylesford shopper normally, I don't know where you go from there. You go to, well, everyone should go to their local butchers, local greengrocers, yeah, and you know how we feel on the matter. So a little bit of Shiseido just to add a bit of coverage. Hourglass ambient lighting in the shade, I'm going to do this one, Radiant Bronze Light. This is a really nice one for evenings because it's got that tiny bit of quite subtle shimmer in there. So it's really good at just making you have a gorgeous glow. Because I did my makeup at the gym this morning, I didn't put on my usual... Do you know what? I feel like this is a product that I love, that I do use nearly every single day, and that really gives a glow, but I very rarely give a shout out to. And I've had that one bottle all year. It's very close to getting finished, so I will be repurchasing. It's the Charlotte Tilbury. You can see the writing has completely disappeared. Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I would say 5 days a week pop that on before my CC cream, and it just gives you the most beautiful kind of luminosity underneath your makeup. But I don't have one in my gym bag, so I don't have it on today, so we'll make up for it with some glowy makeup on top. This is actually a Bobbi Brown blusher, and it's called Blushed Bronze, a brightening blush. And it's got a couple of brown and like highlighty shades there, which I very often use as eyeshadow colours. But yeah, it's a really pretty blush shade. Last time I sat up here and had a little chat with you guys, I mentioned my thoughts about potentially going down to 2 videos a week, at least for the January, February, winter months where I'm not feeling quite so inspired in 2026. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that commented back to that, saying they thought it was a good idea, that I do maybe need to have a little bit more downtime. So thank you so much for your kind words on that topic. Obviously it is a big decision. I've been doing 3 videos a week for the past 4 years, ever since I did daily vlogging in 2020 during lockdown, then going down to 3 videos a week. But I definitely do not have a good work-life balance. I think hopefully going down to 2 videos a week should help that. And just generally, I've been so blown away by the kindness in your comments, whether it's comments that you leave directly on the YouTube videos or lovely emails that you send me or direct messages on Instagram, because I have said in a few videos that there are things going on behind the scenes that are stressful, to say the least, that I've obviously not been sharing here on YouTube, and I think a lot of you have kind of read between the lines on a few situations. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for your kindness when it comes to that. I just feel like we have the most amazing community here on YouTube, and I wouldn't, if someone said you can take your audience and you can swap it for an audience of 10 million people, I would politely decline, because I feel like quality over quantity, this bunch of people is just the best, the kindest and loveliest and most wonderful audience. So I never ever ever would want to take that for granted. And yeah, I just want to say I appreciate the kindness that so many of you have shown over this this festive season. Ooh, anyway, I don't want to get too emotional. I'm going to finish this and brush my teeth and then decide if the skirt works. Hopefully it will do. That is so yummy. Such a hearty thing to enjoy. 2 of Charlie's main Christmas gifts have still not arrived yet, so I'm really hoping that the postman is going to be visiting us tomorrow. Cutting it fine. I always leave it, like for Charlie's main gifts, I always leave it so last minute. When will I learn? I've also just been writing my Christmas Eve to-do list, laying the table, preparing the cheese, putting together all the napkins. That takes quite a long amount of time. I'm going to make little flag labels so that we know what cheese we're having, especially because we've got lots of lovely local cheeses. I've got gifts to wrap, either eggnog or gingerbread ice cream to make tomorrow, and the really easy little festive ice cubes, so you can do a Christmas kind of mimosa. Okay, hair is brushed out. I'm popping on Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment as my lip gloss. Bring this in my handbag, and I have decided to add my little, oops, need to make sure that doesn't happen, little waist belt and the tartan skirt. It's an unusual outfit, but I really wanted to wear the tartan skirt, and I do love this cape, so hopefully that works. I think I will pin my hair back when we get there, because I just have this weird thing, no open doors, and I can't eat with my hair down. I know, very, very strange. So I'm going to pop my boots on, pin the hair back, pop my earrings in. Sorry, I'm doing the mental to-do list out loud. And I think, hopefully, we might have time to do the advent calendar before we head to the pub, if Charlie's ready. So let's go and see. Okay, I think Charlie got caught on the phone to someone, so I'm not sure if we're now in a bit too much of a rush to do the advent calendar before we go, but this is final look. The heatless curls came out perfectly. It always gives a really nice bit of volume on the top as well, which I love. So I have used this little belt, which is actually Amazon, looks like 𝑭𝒆, but it's Amazon, to cinch in a little bit, because the top of this skirt is fabulous, but it's quite voluminous, so I appreciate the cinched inness. I popped on the same boots that I've been wearing for literally everything lately, my Jimmy Choos. They're burgundy, so they go perfectly with my little Strawtop bag. Snowflake earrings. I just wear these literally every day at this time of year. So that's the outfit of the evening, and we are ready to go.
can describe it as like a fishing with a little like plastic, a little plastic.
I'm not bothered, you see.
And you keep the ball.
Not bothered.
This
Oh.
plastic thing you keep that.
We've brought Bertie back with us. Let's see what Dexy and Dicky think about this. Who is it, Bertie? Who is it? I don't know what to do. Yeah. Should we go and see your friends? Should we go and see your friends? Oh, is it your pal? Is it your good friend Bertie? Not sure at the moment.
Come, Bertie.
Oh, fake wag, fake wag. That's Dexy's version of a fake smile.
Come on then.
Fake wag. I'm doing my fake wag. Right, come on you two. Let's get acquainted. Boop. Come on, children. Fake wag, fake wag, fake wag. Oh, Bertie's is a real wag.
Come on then, boys. You
Dexy's
come.
is definitely a fake wag. Just investigating our new friend. Dicky, be nice.
Be nice.
Does anyone else have a sausage dog? And are they completely ridiculous? Like these
Dickens,
three.
Be nice.
They'll all be best friends in 5 minutes.
They'll be the best friends in the morning. It just takes them a little bit of time. to settle.
Yeah.
Dickens.
Dicky's a little bit volatile and very bad at making friends.
Dicky just doesn't know how.
I don't know how to make friends.
I only know one way, and it's aggressive.
Don't worry, you'll always be my sweet child.